Welcome back to another video. Time flies when you're having fun, right? Don't you just hate having to retype your GPT commands or prompts, sifting through the old stuff to find a style and a tone that you liked? I do. This video is about organizing your favorite GPT prompts, reusing your prompts, and giving you some awesome extensions that'll make your life a bit easier. Right, so prompts are the cornerstone of the entire GPT world at the moment, whether that's Midjourney, Leonardo, ChatGPT. And if you've been having a prompt festival like me, your GPT history is going to start looking a bit like mine. Now, the problem I have is to find a simple way to organize the prompts or categorize them. Well, it seems there is a few things that are out there. They offer value in a different way. These are all really easy plugins to try out and use for yourself. And if you get value out of this, please like, subscribe to this channel. That'll be great. Leave a comment. That's always good fun. So let's move into it. So does your GPT page look a little bit like this? My messy GPT page with hundreds of GPT messages that I could not be bothered to clean up. Lucky for us, there's a few things we can try. Look at all those prompts. I've been having a field day, and that's not even half of them. I've done a cleanup as well. So first up is our plugin called AIPRM. You can just go have a look at it on the website. It's basically a company that has been around for decades and has a reputation for some solid products, now offering the GPT plugins, as well as a space for prompt creators to collaborate on a single platform. This is the holy grail of prompt people. It spans a range of categories and has some of the best prompts in various categories. So to install it, go to the page, click on install to Chrome, and you can basically scroll through the page to see what it's about and see the reputation of this company and the plugin. So what we're going to do now is basically give you a bit of a demo of what it looks like after being installed. So as you can see here, it's put in a whole bunch of prompts as we log into ChatGPT. It's got a range of categories and topics that you can select from, pre-canned stuff. It's got a range of other options, and it's got a filter. You can also do a bit of a search if you're looking for something specific. So what we're going to do is have a look at one example over here and look to see which prompts are available for that category. As you can see, there's a huge amount of prompts and categories over there. I'm going to look at something for midjourney. So let's see if we can find it. All right, and what we're going to be doing now is having a look at the public prompts and having a look at which prompts are going to be available for us. So it's already pre-populated what we need to fill in, and we can just type in the command that we want to do, and what we'll do is press enter. So it's put in a prompt in the engine in the background, and we've pressed enter, and it's now shooting out a whole bunch of different prompts that we can plug into Midjourney. Simple case of copying and pasting this, and as you can see, huge amounts of prompts with varying details, varying artifacts that will help us understand better quality outputs from Midjourney. Alright, so that's pretty cool. And we've obviously got a whole bunch of other categories and ranges that we can go through over here. And I think that there's one other thing I wanted to just show you. So you got your favorites. You can save favorites here. You do have to pay for a subscription if you would like more than one. But for now, that's fine. As you can see, there's certain categories that require paid subscription. I found that the free version has been working pretty good. So creating a prompt template. So if you want to create your own prompt template, something that you didn't want to share outside, you could go through this little tutorial here. Pretty simple and straightforward. Save your prompt, and it would basically be listed underneath your own prompts that you could reuse. So next up is going to be, so here we've got PromptBox, another item that you can look for in the description. Have a scroll through the page over here. It looks like a relatively new plugin. Watch the video by that guy. It's quite interesting. You can see any reviews. So let's go straight into it. So I've installed PromptBox. I've enabled the application or extension. And as you can see here, here's the landing page that it brings you into, and it shows you all the categories that are trending and how it's been classified. So if you click on one of these, it would allow you to see the prompts that you've saved under those locations. As you can see there, little copy box and my prompts. All right, so let's go quickly create our own prompts to organize our stuff. So we're going to click the plus sign. We're going to type in a category name, so my dietitian, and save. And now, as you can see, you've got my dietitian here. So we've got no prompt yet. So what we can do is add a prompt, and we can type the prompt name here. So what can we call this? Dietitian for keto. All right, so we can paste in a prompt. So you are a keto nutritionist. You help the user with their nutritional understanding, and you can say save. All right, so if you wanted to do a paleo dietitian, you'd click on create a new one, and you would then basically just repeat that prompt. So that's pretty cool. Happy days. So if you wanted to create the type of diet as a variable, you need to do the paid subscription, but I think for our purposes now that should be okay. So click on it, and we can go into ChatGPT, go to new chat, and go in and paste the copied prompt, and that's the prompt that we saved. And as you can see, it is now saved. All right, so again, it's going to start looking at saving time and money and effort. All right. And if you wanted to modify it in ChatGPT, you could just type in change the keto plan. So pretty decent. I think it definitely helps with a separate page to try and learn about or to try and organize and structure your prompts. And if there's anything that you wanted to share with somebody, or if they wanted to do anything like that, you could obviously use this tool. So not too bad. Last but not least on our list is ChatGPT PromptGenius, which at this stage is free and offers some pretty great features to organize your prompts. It also has the ability to execute and pop up a nice box asking you for a variable. So let me go into a quick demo on this. So install the Chrome plugin, have a look at any facts, have a look at any sort of items that are interesting to you. And once installed, it'll bring you to this page over here. Have a little squiz through there. It tells you how to use it and what to do, but I'll go through a quick demo here. You'll have to click the extensions button on the top right over there and enable the chat GPT PromptGenius. So click on that, and here's the interface. All right, so very similar to the other product, where we've got a list of prompts. We've got your created projects, public prompts, and a couple of settings. There's also handy import and export features over here, which I found was quite good. And obviously, if you wanted to delete any of your previous prompts, you can just go in here. So let's go create a prompt and see what's been made available previously. So let's have a look at how they've done it. So yeah, cool, pretty good. And off we go. All right, so we've got a number of categories that we've got to choose from. So have a think about which category you want to pop your prompt in, and let's create our prompt. So let's put in a title for our prompt. So we'll use a similar scenario as the dietitian or the dating. Let's do dating coach. All right, so let's choose our category. So it's probably going to be something around health and relationships and life help. Yeah, therapy and life help's about right. And now we can categorize it and tag it. So we can say dating. So if you've got multiple categories, so dieting, dating, coding, etc., you can just basically categorize and tag them. All right, so dating coach. So we're now obviously typing in the prompt that we want to store as our template for GPT, and we can just type that in. Sorry, a bit frustrating watching me type, but that's okay. Hopefully you bear with me, and I'll get into the good stuff in a minute. All right. The nice thing about this as well is it's got variables that we can input. So we can basically use the curly brackets to do the variables that you would like to prompt for your ChatGPT or for your options that you want to set. All right, so now we've created our dating coach prompt. We can use the prompt, delete the prompt, and I think let's use this prompt. Let's see what it does. All right, so it's going to open up ChatGPT for us, and there we go. There's our variable that we're asking for. So we can type in what advice we're looking for, and floating. I think floating is always a good one. It's always nice and PC. So we can pop it in there, and it's now given us some advice on floating. So that was pretty cool. So pretty much from the PromptGenius page, it has automatically brought us into ChatGPT. We didn't have to copy, paste, and then sort of open up a tab. It automatically did it for us. It's also now provided a prompt space on the right hand side, which basically categorizes and gives a demo, or gives an indication of what we've created previously. You can create prompts from here, and you don't have to go into the other page. So all in all, I think this is actually quite good. This would definitely help me on my day-to-day organizing my work. So I think that's about all I wanted to show you on that. So again, quite a nifty feature, a nice way to sort of organize your prompts, and all three of these tools seem to be doing a good job. So next up is the conclusion. Well, I hope you found those tools useful. Let me know your favorite in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Here are those tools again. Find the links in the description, and tell me how you go. Happy days.